Hello, guys, welcome back. Yesterday, President William Ruto gave us a list of his nominees for cabinet secretaries position. A list of nominees that have been received by Kenyans, and they have given out their worries, and they have also addressed their concerns, some complaining that their region or their areas did not receive any appointee. But I want to give an analysis of what is expected in future, or give a prediction of how President William Ruto cabinet secretaries may end up performing or um, not performing, or what do we expect in future once these cabinet secretaries nominees are confirmed by the legislatures. One, now we all we all agree that President William Ruto, he has decided to go the political way by appointing more of politicians cabinet than that of technocrats cabinet secretaries. And everything has a consequence. And some of the consequences, we have the advantage and disadvantage. One, maybe by having the majority of politicians in his cabinet, they may perform or do more to please Kenyans by serving the needs of or the interest of ordinary mwananchi, who they may need in future to re-elect them in different political positions. Secondly, the same politicians may use those opportunities and those positions to conduct corruptions for their advantage, to have enough cash to conduct their political ambitions in future. We all know that Kenyans tuko na kashida fulani, that those politicians who don't have cash to buy politicians to rally behind them and to buy kingpins to support them have little chance of becoming maybe president or deputy president or even prime minister in future. And now, within the cabinet of William Ruto nominees, we have young politicians who I believe their ambitions and the cabinet secretary position is not the limit. So one is Kipchumba Murkomen, a very vocal politician in Rift Valley. We now understand that President William Ruto, he has managed to clinch the highest political seat in the Republic of Kenya, that is presidency. And now he has paved the way for the other young politician or ambitious politician from the Rift Valley to fight for a position of being kingpin maybe 10 years from now. And Kipchumba Murkomen, being a very young politician, he has a higher chance. He has a higher chance of inheriting that position of being a kingpin in Rift Valley. Therefore, he can't just be a kingpin in Rift Valley with an empty hand. He needs something. Anahitaji kuwa na asali ya kulambwa, na hii asali huenda ataizoa, ataichovya kwenye ministry ya lands and transport. How? Ministry ya lands na transport iko na tenders and procurements ambazo zinafanyika kila wakati, and he can use those opportunities to do undercut methods that may help him have good kickbacks to earn well, to be among the most wealthy politicians and be able to be an influential in to an influential politician in future with uh, something that people wanaweza lamba. Another one is Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria anajitanga jaba ya ruriri, simply meaning the warrior of the community. Moses Kuria, he is aware that his former boss, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, is out of politics and now retired. And he has a chance to replace him as a kingpin of Mount Kenya, to compete with Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and nominee of Interior Cabinet position Kithure Kindiki. And for him to be able to compete with the two gentlemen, he needs cash. Knowing very well that rumors are all over that Rigathi Gachagua is among the richest Kikuyu politicians. And therefore, Moses Kuria may take this advantage, do undercuts methods, try have underdeals that will favor him, create wealth for himself, and be able to buy Mount Kenya younger politicians and MPs to rally behind him as a kingpin for better bargaining in future in a political platform. So, another one is former Machakos governor Alfred Mutua, who already shown his interest to become a president or to vie for a position of president. And he withdrawn his ambitions and supported William Ruto, supported Raila Amolo Odinga, and later he was convinced by William Ruto to join Kenya Kwanza, where he was promised that senior most position in his executive government. Therefore, he also has a chance to use that chance to publicize himself and also create wealth for him to be able to fight for Ukambani kingpin position to replace Kalonzo Musyoka, who is now 65 years old, and also be able to fight for a president position in future. Not forgetting one and only Minthuka Rinturi, who already has 2 pending cases in court over issue of rape and the other one corruption cases. This politician may use this chance again to try and create wealth for himself. And you know, agriculture is one among the dockets that involve a lot of procurements and also involve a lot of cash businesses, and I think billions of shillings are involved in that docket, and he can take that advantage. Without forgetting one and only Aisha Jumwa. Already Aisha Jumwa is facing a case in the court over allegations of corruption involving 19 million shillings. He has now been awarded by William Ruto for being loyal and campaigning for him a CS position, where she may take advantage of that position and create wealth for herself to be able to replace Hassan Joho as a kingpin of Coast region. Yes, there's Muvulia, former governor, but if I am to weigh between Mvulia and Amason Kingi, and also Madam Aisha Jumwa, the competition is between Aisha Jumwa and Amason Kingi, who are both of them come from Kilifi County. I know they are also very interested to replace Joho in that coast region, to have a say and a bargaining power in future politics. We also have Kithure Kindiki. Kithure Kindiki has not been involved more in corruption and scandals. I think he's among the technocrats who accidentally walijipata in equal politics. So I don't have no issues with Kithure Kindiki because I have no evidence of him being dragged along with corruption cases. The only person I'm sure now, the second most powerful person, Riggy G. Riggy G, Rigathi Gachagua, is also another character whom we expect also to be involved in using his power and position, maybe influencing some scandals and corruption cases to favor him. We all know that current president now, President William Ruto, he has been accused of using cabinet secretaries to fetch money for him in their dockets. And that's how he managed to be a very wealthy politician who has also managed to buy enough politicians to rally behind him, and he has ended up clinching power. Now, these politicians behind William Ruto, they're also close allies to William Ruto, and they understand him and they know his cards and how he has succeeded to clinch that higher position of presidency. Huenda wakachukua system yake na wafuate nyayo zake and they decide to do the same. Hiyo ni maoni yangu tu. But in future, I know we will not have more than 2 years kama tujapatana scandal ya kwanza from these politicians. But for the Kenyans at large, nitawapatia hope that politicians also, they are more likely to deliver some of the services that local mwananchi want them to be delivered quickly than technocrats. Technocrats, we understand that they must follow policies, they must follow constitution, and that process at times delays progress and performance. So that's the only advantage maybe they may use. And also the first one that I said, that they may want to create a legacy that they will use in future to bargain political positions or leave a reputation that can attract Kenyan voters to vote them in future. Goodbye till tomorrow as we analyze more. Thank you for supporting the NJENGA Facts and Opinion. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.